American Pygmy Goat. The American Pygmy Goat, also known as the African Pygmy, started out from breeding African Dwarf goats in French Cameroon. They should not be confused with Pygmy goats of the United Kingdom, which have a much different appearance, though are similar in size. They are not a teacup breed, but they are very small. Most are about 1 to 2 feet in height and also don't get much more than a couple of feet long. Incredible American Pygmy Goat facts. These goats are horned on both males and females of the species, so they cannot be sexed using this method. A female goat is known as a doe, a castrated male is called a wether, an uncastrated male is a buck, and a baby goat is known as a kid. When raising goats, birthing is referred to as kidding. Once a doe has given birth to at least one baby or kid, she is considered freshened. These goats are not much bigger than the size of a medium dog. They have a moderate gestation period of 5 months, with a lifespan of up to 12 years. They are a dwarf breed of goat, rather than a teacup breed. American Pygmy Goat scientific name. The scientific name for these goats is Capra aegregris hircus. American Pygmy Goat appearance. These goats get their small size from achondroplasia, which is the gene mutation that causes dwarfism, characterized by a normal-sized torso with short limbs and a larger head. They come in 3 color classifications: caramel, agouti, black. Agouti, if you don't know, means that each hair has bands of at least 2 separate pigments on each strand, though it can be more. This produces a somewhat speckled appearance to the fur. In those 3 main color classifications, there are 7 recognized color variations. The accepted breed standard colorings are brown agouti, gray agouti, black agouti, solid black, black with white markings, caramel with black markings, and caramel with brown markings. American Pygmy Goat behavior. These goats love jumping and climbing. They are very playful, quite social, and are known for being friendly and also curious creatures. This curiosity is where they get their reputation for eating everything. While they do eat a wide variety of plants and grains, the reason they nibble things is actually their investigation technique. They bite things to find out the nature of them. American Pygmy Goat habitat. Goats are very adaptable creatures, so they can easily live in many different habitats and climates. Though in the United States they are often found on farmland, their native roaming grounds tend to be rocky hillsides and grassy plains. Any terrain with both rocks and edible grasses, which also has a nearby water source, is ideal for goats to thrive. American Pygmy Goat diet. Their primary diet consists of green grasses and grains, but they also eat things like apples and carrots. They do well with hay, alfalfa, chaff, corn, and other grains, with some mint and fenugreek for variety. American Pygmy Goat predators and threats. The main animals from which pygmy goats, and baby pygmy goats, in particular, are at risk are coyotes and dogs. Due to a baby goat's small size, and depending on where the goat lives, it may fall victim to bobcats, birds of prey, and foxes. American Pygmy Goat reproduction and life cycle. Though most farmers don't breed them until they reach about 1 year of age, an American Pygmy Goat can reach sexual maturity as early as 2 months of age. These animals have a gestation period of around 5 months or about 150 days. Unlike many other species, American Pygmy Goats can breed year-round. These goats have 1 to 4 baby goats or kids per live birth. Until the kids are weaned, the mother spends several weeks raising them. The mothers care for their young without fatherly assistance. American Pygmy Goats have a lifespan of up to 12 years. American Pygmy Goat population. Because these goats are often found in zoos and on farms, their population appears to be thriving and has not been assessed for risk. Their exact population in the wild is unknown, but in the United States, they are found on many farms and in zoos all across the country. What is an American Pygmy Goat? American Pygmy Goats are a type of goat bred from West African dwarf goats from the Cameroon Valley. They are not a form of teacup breed. Are American Pygmy Goats good pets? In most cases, yes, they are. They are small, obviously, but easy to care for, and they love to play and social interaction. They still need a lot of exercise, so they should not be kept entirely indoors. Females and castrated males will make the best pets. They do best when they have at least one companion. If you find one for sale, try not to buy an adult, as they will probably do better as pets when you are raising them from a baby. How much does it cost to buy an American Pygmy Goat? You can usually find a baby American Pygmy Goat for sale for about $100 minus $200, depending on whether or not it is registered. If the animal is registered, it will cost more. How big is a full-grown American Pygmy goat? They are not a teacup-size breed, so these goats get to be about the same size as medium adult dogs. They can range between a foot to just under 2 feet high and from 2 feet to just over 2 feet long.